So dear friends, dealing with the rest of the questions from the poem Kubla Khan composed by Coleridge. So now, as I have already uploaded the questions from this poem, so now it's time to cover the remaining questions. So first of all, Kubla Khan as an incoherent dream. Coleridge's poem Kubla Khan is marked by the dreamlike quality, which is the predominant quality in his poetry. Yes, it is the predominant quality of his poetry. The poem has the features of a dream, absence of the logical thread of consecutive ideas, incoherent succession of images, and sense of distance. So from this perspective, the poem Kubla Khan can be considered to be an incoherent dream. Okay. This answer is lacking in some punctuation marks. I am making this correction here. Coleridge's poem Kubla Khan is marked by the dreamlike quality, which is the predominant quality in his poetry. Okay. Then the poem has the features of a dream. Here should be an comma. Absence of the logical thread of consecutive ideas. Then incoherent succession of images and sense of distance. Here you should add a full stop. So from this perspective, the poem Kubla Khan can be considered to be an incoherent dream. Actually, what happened? I just switched to the microphone keyboard option here, and I dictated and it just kept on writing. That's why the punctuation marks are missing. Anyways, I hope that you would make the necessary changes here. So dear friends, as I have already told you that the questions I am dealing here right now are going to be helpful from the perspective of MCQ as well as descriptive pattern. Since we don't know that what kind of question pattern we are going to face, so we need to prepare ourselves for the both. Since it's an exam, so we should prepare for the worst, though we should hope for the best. Okay. So moving on to the next question. Next question, Kubla Khan as a romantic poem. Coleridge's Kubla Khan is richly romantic poem due to its delightful blend of imagination, emotion, mystery, remote setting, romantic description, sensuousness, sweet melody, and exquisite diction. So here I have actually mentioned the qualities which are essential to compose a romantic poem, or the qualities which make a poem romantic in form. Anyways, so next time if they ask you to judge a poem as a romantic one, so you should try to find out all these characteristics in this poem. If you find all these characteristics in a poem, then you can say that the specific poem, that particular poem, is a romantic one. Moving on to the next questions, dear students. Kubla Khan as a supernatural poem. Supernatural poem. The poem is a triumph of supernaturalism. Here ISM is in capital, but you need not do so. The caverns measureless to man, the deep romantic chasm, the intermittent burst of water from the fountain, the sunless sea, and the atmosphere of mystery and enchantment all have skillfully made the poem a masterpiece of supernaturalism. Dear aspirants, if you find any spelling mistake, any spelling in terms of punctuation, you should ignore them. Since I have not typed them with my finger, I have simply switched on the keyboard or the which is run by the microphone. That is, I enabled the microphone keyboard and I just made a dictation and it was written. Anyways, dear aspirants, here I am talking about the descriptive ones, as well as if you go through the text properly, you can if you go through them properly, the answers which are available here, you can also prepare yourself from the MCQ questions. But one thing I want to clarify is that there is no substitute to a detailed analysis of the texts. You should read the texts and you should go for it. And if you ask me for a detailed analysis of the poem, then I shall think of it. Now, next question, comment upon the use of supernaturalism in the poem. The poem is use of supernaturalism. Yes, how supernaturalism, various symbols. Oh, I'm extremely sorry, the poem. The question, comment upon the use of supernaturalism. No, the question should be comment upon the use of symbolism in the poem. It's not actually supernaturalism. I'm so sorry. I ask for sincere apology here. Comment upon the use of symbolism in the poem. It won't be supernaturalism. It would be symbolism in the poem. So the poem is remarkable for its symbolism. The river is a symbol of life. The caves symbolize death. The maze suggests uncertainty and blind progress of human soul and human life's complexity. The tumult is associated with war. Immorality is symbolized by the pleasure dome, and Kublai himself stands for a creative artist. As I have already said, these are going to be helpful for both MCQ and descriptive preparation. Now moving on to the next question. Abyssinian maid and Mount Abora. What is their importance in the poem? Abyssinian maid means a girl belonging to Abyssinia, a province, a land, and Mount Abora, ignore the spelling mistake please, Mount Abora is an imaginary name, and this illusion refer to a land and an imaginary mountain named Mount Abora lends a romantic charm to the poem. Now, a very important phrase, that is, what is the milk of paradise? It means a magical drink producing devotional inspiration. What is dulcimer? A kind of musical instrument played with a cork-headed hammer. And what is honeydew? Both honeydew and milk of paradise refer to heavenly food, which are supposed to produce divine inspiration in order to do some creative works. So dear friends, my sincere request to you is to please subscribe the channel and share with your friends for more updates. Thank you so much.